Stampers, it's Gaynor again. Thank you, Lorraine, for my lovely conversation tonight, sweetheart. You can half know how to lift my spirits a little bit. Thank you. You're such a superstar. And I didn't mean to cry on you. Start filling up me when I get emotional. I'm making a card tonight. It's a little pocket card. I pulled out my glassine bags, but they were too big for a normal size envelope. So I made my own out of the Whisper White cardstock and made a boo-boo with my tear ticket punch. And I've left it in to show you. So I will, fingers crossed this time, get it right. I chewed it up really, but what it is, I did it all the way along, looked lovely. I wanted to go back in and just cut it slightly lower before I'd put this tab on for you to grab. And then realised I should have just left it alone whole, put the tab on, and then you can pull this beautiful inside card out to write your message on. And this is your bag. It's absolutely beautiful. We stamped first. I'm going to change my colour scheme. I found this Blushing Bride glimmer paper that I've had for about 2 years. It's now retired. So I'm changing my colours. And I'm using this beautiful green that is in the Myths and More glimmer paper. I do apologise, I'm still in a lot of pain, but these beautiful butterflies have come in so handy. And this ribbon was tied around some cards the other day, and I told every bit of ribbon that is long enough I'm going to use up somewhere down the line. So thank you for this ribbon. I'm not sure, I think it was off Karen Resinbrink. I'm not sure, please don't quote me if it's wrong. Please tell me who it was. But I've made a thicker glassine bag. Well, it's not glassine, it's just Whisper White. With this beautiful pocket that slides in here. And this one fits in a regular size envelope. Even, you can just tuck this in a little bit and your recipient will know to pull this. Isn't that beautiful? So I'm changing my colour scheme, like I'm saying, and they do fit. I will chop that off so it looks presentable. This card will stick up a little bit then, but look at the back, I had it perfect. And then tried to go back in, so don't do that this time. I did it actually on a vellum bag, but I then realised I wanted to stamp and I didn't want to use my stays on. So there's the vellum one. And I did manage to go in. I made a little boo-boo there, but when it's against there, you can't see it. But this would fit. I think it would fit this. But I wanted to stamp. And I don't like using my black stays on because it stains your ink, your rubber stamp. So, but look, see, that fits in there beautiful. Perhaps you could decorate the inside a little bit more. Add your ribbon and your stuff around that vellum bag and leave the images, but I liked the fact that I could put this image everywhere. See, they do fit. And this is 4 by 5 7/8. But yeah, you can use vellum if you want to, or you can do what I did and use Whisper White, which I think it gives it a bit more sturdiness, and I like the fact that I've been able to stamp all over it. Right, let's get going. I'm using these today. This beautiful lemon lime twist ribbon is going to go around the outside of the bag, and I'm going to glue that together so you can't see the join. This is for our tab pull at the top of the card, which is just going to get stapled on our card at the back. And this, I've just made a little bow ready to tie on my bag afterwards. So I've done a few things ahead of time. I hope you don't mind. This card, now let's get these right. The card you need is 8 1/4 by 7. The black is 3 7/8 by 5 3/4. This is Wild Wasabi and it's 3 5/8 by 5 1/2. And this is our Whisper White, 3 3/8 by 5 1/4, and they're just 1/4 of an inch smaller all round, just so it's pleasing to the eye when you pull it out of the pocket. I have cut the disc out. I've cut a couple of flowers out already, and I'm going to cut another one with you. And this is that beautiful Starburst punch with the mist some more. So let's grab my trimmer. Thankfully it's not heavy and it's really close to hand. Whoops. She says bashing everything. There's only 3 score lines to do. And this is the long side, 8 1/4. Gently now. Just score this at 2 and 6. Then we're going to turn it to the short side and we're just going to score this at 1. I wanted it to be the same size as a card, so this is what I have done. So let's burnish our score line nice and gently. We're going to be removing these 2 outer flaps in a moment, but let's burnish these first. And I think this is not too thick. I wouldn't use thick Whisper White for this. So when this piece is folded over, making sure that your ends are together, you've just got that tiny little flap there. These are going to be removed. Oh, I've been having a bit of a day today. Cramping up like no man's business. What we're going to do, we're going to notch into this corner and then we're going to remove this score line. Just very gently and very closely to it. And it will just help the sides close better and it gives that little bump there. If you left the score line in, it would be a bit too bulky. So again, little notch to the corner and remove that score line. And you could do these for any size cards you wanted. That's the only waste we've got. So when you're closing this now, that's your little flap. Just gonna burnish that a little bit more. So there's our bag, our glacine bag as I call it, even though it's Whisper White. Sorry. So now we're going to take our Tap Top punch. I think what I was doing it that way instead of doing it this way so I could see. You'll see 2 little lines. What you need to do is push your paper in just before that line. That's where the start of the cutting is. Line that up, push this to the back and press, and then when you come down, I would just move down just a touch, making sure everything is lined up and it's to the back, and press and keep going along. Got to make sure it's all lined up. And press. Making sure it's all lined up. If you have to do it 60 times, you have to do it 60 times just to get it looking perfect. I want it to be done properly this time. I would move it across about 4 of those, just until we get it all the way to the end. Just check, yay, that's better. I wanted to go in there and pull this down a little bit more, but you don't need to. You're going to have a little pull top on your top of your card. So that's that beautiful ticket tear punch. We are now going to stamp our images all over, and I'm going to fetch my black Memento ink. Whoops, and I'm throwing it everywhere. So I'm using this beautiful image from the Perennial Birthday. Let me just show you. We're using the Happy Birthday, these leaves, this flower, this beautiful image here, and these lovely dots. And you could add some more sentiments, I suppose, if you wanted. It's entirely up to you. It's your card. And basically, I want 3 on the front. I'm going to colour them, but I'm also going to add the 3 that are cut out on the top. So no matter what angle you are, you can see the flowers underneath have been coloured as well. Isn't that a beautiful image? And what I did, I only did those 3, but I'm going to add a couple more, and then we'll add those little flowers afterwards. You can double over. Don't forget that so far up, you're not going to see from the back because this flap is going to cover the bottom. So if you want to keep all your images in view, then don't stamp so close, because look, when I fold this over, oh look, I've smudged it now. So you're going to miss your image. Oh, I can't believe I've smudged it. Oh, and there. Oh well, I will use my ink eraser later. So let's just see. Let's grab some paper. See, these are prototypes anyway, so let's do some images off the bottom of this cuff here. I just seen why I smudged it. I've got it on my hands. So I'm going to grab this beautiful little flower here. And I'm not adding too many. Maybe one here. And then, do you see the boo-boo there? I'm coming in with the leaves now, so I'm going to try and cover this up. I just recommend that you won't see that once our image is there. Just get it as close as possible. Perfect. Add one to here. And one over here. I can rub them out later, or I will add a splash of colour. It may even cover it with the ribbon on that one. Well, let's set this to one side for a moment whilst we dry, and we'll do some images on the inside of our card. Our little pull-out flap. I'm loving this big huge birthday. Ink up my pad. I'm going to try and keep this as straight as possible. And I want it about 1/3 of the way down. Oh, that turned out beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I'm just going to check the inside of my card. There we go. And now we've got these beautiful little buds and leaves. And I'm popping one there. And one there. Oh, beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And then we've got this lovely little tiny one. I'll show you what this one is. It's a beautiful little bud with a little flower on the end. So I'm going to put one way. I'm going to turn it round. I'm going to put one that way. Isn't that lovely? Perfect. That's the colour in the black. Now I'm going to pop this away. And I'm going to come in with, I think it's wild wasabi anyway. Yes, it is. I'm coming in with my wild wasabi. I'm going to squeeze some in the lid actually while I'm here. And I'm going to stamp my dots and then stamp off. I just want a pale version. Yeah, perfect. And I'm just stamping them through the happy birthday. I used Melon Mambo on the other one, realising I'd used the light of the rich raspberry on the actual card. I think that's really pretty. I'm going to add, oh, that's a bit dark. I forgot to stamp off. I'm going to have to do a dark on this side to comprehend. Isn't that lovely? Absolutely beautiful. So with my blender pen, I got one I keep just for really red colours, and I got one that I keep for other colours. I'm just going to pick up some of that colour and then colour these leaves in. I'm going to wipe a little bit off. I think that's fine. Just to darken there. Clean my blender off. Close this up. And I'm going to fetch in my, what's it called? Oh, I've forgotten what it's called. Oh, my rich raspberry. I'm going to add a little bit to there. I don't want to actually use the, oh, see now that's not my red pen. I don't want to use my aqua painter, but I want to get it to a nice pale colour. And the more you wipe off, the paler it becomes. So you can still see those images. Still got all that, one little wipe has got all that colour on. That's perfect. Look, it can go on forever, but it will come clean in the end. Isn't that beautiful? We'll keep that out to one side. So that's the inside of my card. While we're here, just going to attach these. I'm going to use a bit of fast fuse. And pop these together so we can just pop that inside our card later when we've done our little pocket pouch. Yes, at the hospital the other day they said I had two small bulges on my spine. If they'd have been any bigger, they'd have operated that night. But they weren't too big, thankfully. Still worrying. When you tell someone you got two bulges on your spine, they expect something to be done. So I'm going to pop this here at the back. I don't want it intrusive over the front. I've got the smallest stapler in the world. Look how cute. And it just works a treat. So what I did earlier, because I stapled from the back, my staple was showing the pokey bits at the front. So I said it could have been a bit straighter, but it doesn't worry. So there's my pull. That's not coming off anywhere soon. If you find that they're sticking up, I just grab my bone folder and press them in so they're not so flat and intrusive now. So there's the inside of our card. Absolutely gorgeous. Perfect to write a name and your wonderful message here. Yeah, I love it. So now we can come back and we can do some colouring. Because I'm using green and this beautiful lemon lime twist, I'm going to be using my Old Olive blender pens. I think it's a much more paler colour. And I love it when you sit there watching me colouring. You can soon hide our boo-boos in one way, shape or form. Just go over all your leaves. You can add shade if you want to. I don't think it needs it on this one. I think I have to send away for a new Old Olive one. This one I use loads, absolute loads. I wish they'd give us every colour. Mind you, we'd need 48 pens with the in colours. And another 48 light and dark. Oh, there's 96 pens floating around somewhere. I could have actually turned this pouch round and stamped on the inside, but because I'd already done my creasing, I didn't want to crack the paper in any way, shape or form. But I will use my rubber later. I have an ink rubber and I'll get them off. There's all our little leaves. And now I'm going to use the pale rich raspberry on my little flowers. Just these ones. And they'll be done in no time at all. And do you know what I've done? I have literally done the leaves in the light, and I want the flowers in the light and the leaves in the dark, so never mind, we'll rectify that. Or we could actually just do normal colours. Just as green as our accent. Aren't they beautiful? Absolutely beautiful flowers. You can do wonders with this stamp set. I'm just going to colour these centres as well. Perfect. Right, let's pick a nice subtle colour. Oh, see, what colour should we do? I'm going to go back actually and get it in the wild wasabi and use my blender for this colour. Just a little bit, it goes a long, long way. Whoops, the light's getting in my eyes. I just told Lorraine, the running total, on the phone for the cancer show. She was over the moon. She can't believe it. She can't thank everyone enough for all your generosity. So glad we started this. My house looks like a factory line. Boxes everywhere. But so worth it. So worth it indeed. So we're getting there with our flowers. Our flowers. And it doesn't take long. If you've got and these blends are fabulous. Just as good as the markers. I like the fact that people can take a oh, that's the one I haven't tried yet. Take your dauber and just sponge over the flower like rough, I've seen people do that as well, and it looks absolutely amazing. Perhaps we do that on another card, and you'll be colouring faster than you've ever known. You'd be surprised. People say green flowers. Yes, I've had green flowers in a bouquet before now, and I love them. Absolutely love them. Just love my flowers. Three more to go, then we're done. Woo! It hasn't taken that long. I've had the worst cramp ever today as well. I've had to take a Valium. The doctor gave me as a muscle relaxant a couple of months back when I was going through bouts of cramp. And I didn't seem to have any for a while, but today, oh my God, it came back with a vengeance. I know you all say that, go and rest, go and get yourself better. And this is the only chair I can get in my house that's comfortable. Did you see that? And you can pick the colour up off the ink pad itself. Just grab it. I'm not sure if there's there's no colour stamps in there. This is basically for you to colour in. I think I might get a new tuxedo ink because of my pad is getting a little bit bitty. So again, clean off your blend. Perfect. Put them away now because I have three. One's for reds, one's for paler colours, and one's for darker colours. So this is our pocket. This is my rubber. Let me see if I can do anything with that there, because this is in the front of our card. And it's a Tombow rubber. It's a sand rubber for ink. Yay, look, it's gone. Yay. Let's see if we can get this one off. Nearly gone. There we go, that's a lot better. I will take a little bit more time after we've finished. And I will get rid of that there, but look at that, 90% of that is gone. Perfect. So, we can turn this over now. I've got this little tape left. It's 1/8 of an inch. And literally is my last. So I'm going to have to order some more. So I'm just putting this as closest to the edge as possible. Let's just hope I've got enough to get down to the bottom. Yay, so I have. Snip this off. Or perhaps I get one more of them out of that. Use my bone folder. And then I'm going to peel the back off. Oops, she says. Perfect. So now I'm going to lay this flat, bring over our card. Perfect. Now I'm going to use fast fuse. My fingers are stinking. So again, I'm going to use the bone folder to flap this over. And there's your little glassine bag. Isn't that just cute? You can put a sentiment on the front. You can leave it blank. It does fit. And it fits all the way inside. Love it. So while we're here, I'm just going to crease my lines again. Get rid of that. Oh, beautiful. So now my card, I'm going to pop this right here. because I want that in the centre, because those 3 little flowers we cut out after we put our circle on, fingers crossed. I'm going to do this way. Ah, watch this. Let me straighten these ends. You could add tear and tape to this all the way around if you wanted. My paper is stinking now. And this is going from here all the way round and then to the front. Let's just make sure I've got enough still. Yeah, plenty. So I'm just going to add a dot in the centre and a dot on the ends. So I'm going to turn this over where I want it, and where I've popped that glue, keep this as straight as possible. So there's the front. Keep that line straight. Perfect, absolutely perfect. That is so cute, and I've still got a little bit of wiggle space. Perfect. My little bow is going to get attached here because I just tied a bow on the other one. So we're going to add dimensionals first. You could run a sentiment through this as well if you wanted. And this is going here. So I want to try and keep a visual on these flowers. So when I've attached these, I know where they're going. So this one is going on here. There, like that, on dimensionals. And this one is going here, stood up, and we're just going to fussy cut this last one out, which I'm getting quite used to now. I'm not being perfect, just getting there as close as I can. Sorry I was off camera then. You forget when you're doing the film. But you just use your scissors, let you move the paper and the scissors will cut round. She says, easier said than done. Just going around some of these sides now. You've got a little bit left over, trim it off. And my bin is right next to me. So we want 3 more dimensionals. Lovely. So what I'm doing, I'm adding them towards the back. And I'm laying that right where that is. So my dimensional is not attached there. You could add a bit of glue there if you wanted. I think it looks perfect. I'm going to come in. And there it goes on the back. If you want to add something there, you can more than whatever, it's your choice. But I think that's fine just the way it is. I'm going to pick that back up if it will let me. There we go. That's better. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. So I haven't got enough space this side now for my bow. So I'm going to add this one this side. Absolutely adorable. What I use now, I've been using glue dots, but I don't find they stay on there that long. They do come off. So I'm going to use a little piece of tear and tape, because I can attach that right across the back and it's going to stay in place. And the backing comes off on the bow so much easier. And this is going, whoops, I'm going to angle it that way actually. Oh, that is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Love it. I think I might just add a glue dot under here. For some reason it didn't need it on my other one, but I think I'm just going to add a glue dot under these flowers. That's perfect. I absolutely adore it. Oh my word, this is lovely. And let's find one of these beautiful, isn't that gorgeous? Perfect. And I'm going to fetch in one of these beautiful butterflies that was donated again. I'm going to use this one. And I could put it up here. Put it down here, here. I think I may just pop that one right there. Isn't that beautiful? There's the inside. There's my boo-boo. I will trim that off using my trimmer later. And just keep that one level. Aren't they gorgeous? Look at the bow. There's my other bow. I'm going to grab my Wink of Stella. And I'm just going to go over my wonderful flowers. You can never have too much Wink of Stella. Perfect. Oh, I love it. I think this needs a little rubbing alcohol in there to get the last bits out. Let me just check. Oh no, there's some in there. Oof. Can you see it come out then? Oh, that's nice and juicy now. Absolutely perfect. So all these little finishing touches make a difference. Absolutely perfect. Oh, do you know what I've missed? I grab my... I've done them on the flowers. I haven't done them on the backs. Can't go missing them out now, can we? Star of the show with my little dots were there. And we have it. We've done. If you can think of anything else, you're more than welcome. I think these speak volumes. Absolutely beautiful. You could use a sentiment, maybe today blooms just for you, or here's to celebrating you, and then attach a sentiment. I don't think it needs anything taken away from there. I think that's lovely. Well, I hope you enjoy. Give them a thumbs up. Love the insides, and there's plenty of space to write a message. And yeah, I just looked at my glassine bags because I wanted to decorate one of those, which you can, but they don't fit in a normal size envelope, whereas these do. Isn't that lovely? Perfect. Now I've got to stamp somewhere on the back my Stampin' Up logo before I pop them in the box for the Cancer Research Challenge. Because I had all my cards in there, I don't keep any of them. Perfect. So there's that one. I'll rectify the bag later. And I will pop this one in as well. Smoosh up my ribbon. And there we have it. My card is complete. These are called pocket cards, using the Perennial Birthday stamp set from Stampin' Up. Yay! There you go. I hope you enjoy. Please don't forget to press the subscribe button over here in the bottom corner, and you won't miss any future videos if you press the little bell straight afterwards. And I hope you give them a go. Thanks for watching. Bye!